Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm back on Planet Coaster 2 and I thought today we'd have a quick look at a bit of a tutorial for the new pathing system in Planet Coaster 2. It differs a little bit from the original game and also from Planet Zoo as well, so I thought we'd have a look at that and it may help one or two of you out there. So first of all, what we have up here is a list of different ways of building your paths basically. So the first one is line builder. In fact, I'll draw some while we're sort of talking about them. So if I just draw that out, so you put a click down and you scroll your mouse up or your controller, however the controller works on a console, and then click again, and that basically just draws a path in. As you can see, I can sort of go around the corner and come back down the other side if I want to as well. So that is the line builder. If we go to the classic paths, that is basically like it was in Planet Coaster 1, which is where you would click and point where you want the path to go, and then click again and keep clicking like that, and it will just keep building up like that. If you prefer to use that method, then obviously that's the way to go with building your straight paths and curved paths and whatever, which I'll come to in a minute. This draw tool, this is a new feature of Planet Coaster 2. So basically what you do with this is you would click and then you can draw a shape basically like that and bring it back together, and as soon as it makes it grey like that, you click again and that forms the shape that you've just drawn. So that's quite a handy tool. And then we have the stamp builder. So this is a little bit similar to what we've just done, but it does the shape for you. So we've got the square shape just here. Let's just move the screen over a little bit. So you can place a square like that, and you get a grid, and you can place squares wherever you want to on the grid like that. And then you also have hexagons, which are like that, and then you have octagons, which are obviously like that, and then finally we have a pentagon, which is like that. And you can put these over the others. If I do that, look, it just plonks it straight over there, so it merges all over the place. You can do what the heck you like with them and they will just merge like that. So that's a really good feature. The next one we have is the rounding tool. So if I click on that, we scroll down a little bit and we can set the strength of it. The strength, I think, is basically the radius, what you want actually on the corner. So and the brush size is, or is it, have I got that the wrong way around? I might have got that the wrong way around. Let's just have a look. Let's leave it on 2, keep the brush size at 7. In fact, if I reduce the brush size to, yeah, that gives you that now. So let's increase the strength. And so you can see there now, look, it's actually putting, you can see that it's creating like a bit of a quadrant there. So you just click the mouse button and it places it nicely on for you like that. It's a little bit finicky here and there. Doesn't always turn out exactly how you want, but you get the idea. So it gives you some nice rounded edges with that, and play around with the parameters. Like I say, you've got your brush size there. If I increase that fully up, it brings it up to that kind of size. So that's quite a handy little feature there. You've also got brush height as well, which will adjust obviously the height of that. If I hover it over there, it still does the same thing. I think it's, to be honest, I've not had a play around with that, so I will stand to correction on that if anybody knows exactly what that does. I've not actually played around with it. I've just happened to miss one out there, so I can't really help you on that one, but have a play around with it and see what it does. If anybody knows, please drop a comment and let me know what it does. By the way, if you do like the video, please give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really does help the channel grow and it would be really appreciated. Thank you very much. So the next one we have is the customized brush. So what we can do with this is basically, let's reduce the size of that down to a more comfortable size. So if we go into here and click on that, for example, that's not working how I wanted it to. Just bear with me. So we can copy the texture. We should be allowed to. Let's in fact actually let's draw a different. Let's draw a different path with it of a different colour, just to demonstrate this. So that's a red path we've drawn there, and if we go back to the customize brush, if we select that, copy texture and do that, and then go over to there, it should paint it onto there, but it's not actually. It seems to like I've got the height too wrong. The brush height. There we go. It's too high. There we go. That's what we're wanting. So it will actually paint that on there. And likewise, if I go into there and copy the texture of that one, I can place that onto there as well. So that's basically what the customized brush one does. You're basically copying and pasting various textures, whatever you've put down before. And then finally we have the edit tool. Now what this one does is, if you hover carefully over an edge, you can pick up that edge, and then you get various options. You've got that, for example, where you can actually move the edge out like that, or you can put it up to a shape like that. Various things. You can also use that to extend the edge. If I click on that one there, you can use that to actually extend the range to which you want to adjust, and then use that to do that with, and that will create that like that. You've also got this, which is similar to that, if you notice, the draw tool. So that actually takes it onto the draw part of the menu there, of the UI. And it basically allows you to sort of, you can draw different shapes. If you pick up the edge of something, it's a bit awkward to do now because I've got it in the wrong place, to be honest. But you can basically click around like that, and eventually it will fill in, and there you go. It's filled it in like that. So that basically is the same symbol there. It's just taking you back to that particular icon there, the draw tool. So that's what all those top ones do there under the draw tool there. Now you do have different paths. They're the normal paths. You also have queue paths. Now you get more or less the same menu as you do with the standard paths, and then you get the staff paths, which again is basically the same. It's the same menu that you get. And then you also get these at the top, which we've looked at already. We've got the customize style there, so you can customize it. And then we've got the customize extras. Now this is an interesting one, because what you can have here is, if we select a painted metal railing, when we draw our path in, it actually places, he says, oh no, wait a minute, we've not got it switched on, have we? It would help if we switched it on, so let's do that. And there we should have our railings on the actual path, and you can change the railings to different ones. You can have the supports on. You can also add bins as well, if you like. So if we take the railings off, and just let me go back to, I think that's because it's on staff path. We don't get them on staff paths. I was wanting to get the bins on. If we go back to customize extras, we should be able to. No, yeah, for some strange reason we're not allowed. We're not able to add these bins. Why can't we add those bins? Let me just go back to. Or is it because we're on? Yeah, we're on the draw tool, aren't we? Let's get to that. So don't have the draw tool. Select the line builder or perhaps the classic path. It might not work with that though either. Customize, and it's still not giving it. Oh, there we go. We've got that there. I knew there was a way around it. There we go. So resort, bin, we will choose, and we can set the parameters what we want to do with these. We can have them on both sides, alternating side. and just to the left or just to the right. So if you do alternating, you'll get the idea. I've upped the spacing, because if the spacing's too low like that, the bins go very, very close together, and I think it just, you know, it's not realistic really. That for me, it needs to be up there. And let me just get away from here a bit. And then when you draw the path, it just looks a little bit more realistic, that, doesn't it? Or you could have them both sides, as I said. You can have them on both sides, and that's the bins on both sides, like, if we can get back there, like so. So there you can see the difference. Okie dokie. So that is your customization options. So let's just put that back to, I'll leave that as it is actually. Let's get back to the paths. So in fact, what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to zoom out. I'll just show you a quick way of actually deleting all that lot. So if we come out of here and we select this multi-select tool down here, I've found that this one works for both individual items and multiple items as well. So you just basically draw a square around the whole lot. Just be careful what you do pick up in that, because if you pick up your other trees or other things that you've put down, it will delete those as well. So you just need to be a little bit careful of that. Confirm selection, and then press delete, and it just deletes the whole bloody lot. How cool is that? That's brilliant. So that's that. So let's get our path tool back, and we are going to use the new line builder one from Planet Coaster 2, and we have got various things in these menus. As I said, remember that these menus or sub menus, if you like, are available in most of these. They all differ just slightly depending on which one you choose, but they all have other options to choose. So at the moment the line is straight, so if we draw a path, that is going in a straight line. I've still got the bin switched on, haven't I? So matters not for the moment. If we do a curve, we can go around like that, and that draws a nice curve. If we probably work our way around in a massive circle if we went all the way around like so, just about. It's not a proper circle, but you get the idea. And that's how that works basically. We've then got terrain automatic, you've got suspended, and you've got ground as well. So if you want to specify the ground, then that's the one that you want there. And if you want to have it suspended in the air, then what you can do is do that and do that. Now the reason it's done that is because it's actually on the ground, so it's suspended it in the air, but it's actually flat down to the ground. So if we go back a step or two and just get rid of that. So what was I looking at earlier on? It was I can't remember where it was now. It's the height or working height. Was that? It might have been that. As you notice, we've got minus there as well. So if I draw a path there, that would actually draw it under the ground. So that's actually drawn the path under the ground, which is a bit weird, but may come in handy for certain things. And if we up that to the plus whatever, then that makes it above ground, like so. And there we have it like that. So that actually draws a path above the ground as well. Okay, so that's how to get your paths up in the air. And what you can actually do is when you've got one either above or below, it doesn't really matter. If we raise that back down or turn it off, let's get it right back down to there, click off that, and I'm just going to use my mouse to bring it back down to ground level. So what we can actually do is draw a path. It should go, I think, let me just get, yeah, it should go underneath that path. Although it's wanting to grab onto it up there, isn't it? But No, that's not. Apologies about that. Let's get back. Let's do it the other way around. So in fact, let's get rid of that one as well. Let's just keep going back until I've got rid of that. Let's draw one on the ground. I'm going to come off that, go back onto it. I found that's a good way of kind of resetting it. So we draw one on the floor, like so. I'm going a bit too far. Right, it's still going into the ground, isn't it? Why is it going into the ground? I didn't want that. Because everything's off. Don't really know why that's doing that. That's raising it up and down. It is a little bit finicky to use sometimes, to be honest. No, it's still digging in, isn't it? It's still digging in. So until I've sorted this issue out, it's just proving to be a little bit problematic. Let me close that all down and let me start it again. Right, okay, let's start afresh. Hopefully it works this time. It's still digging in, isn't it, though? Oh, so it's because I've got that on, isn't it? There we go, there we go. Right, okay. I'm not fully used to it myself yet. So yeah, you can put that down there, like that. And then, if we do have the working height up to, say, there, and we can actually put a path in over the top of that. That's what I was wanting to show you. So we've now got a path going over another path. Okay, so you can actually do that, and you can put your own supports underneath there, do whatever you like with it, really. And just while we're talking about the height of the paths here, it's also a good idea to have a look at looking at some steps. So what I'm doing here is I'm holding shift and I'm bringing my mouse back, and at some point it will actually go red. If you just do it just before it goes red and click, you will actually get some steps in, if I can get round to actually see it. There we go. So it's put some steps in there. So that's how to get your steps sorted. Let me just click off that, and we could probably put some more in. Again, it's wanting to fanny around again. Oops. Let's get that back down to there. Right, okay, that's better. So, get that on to... There we go. That's what I was wanting. And we bring it down even more. I just can't get my angle here. Wait a minute. There we go. That's what I was wanting. And there we've got steps going all the way down and into the ground as well. I didn't line it up very well there, but you get the idea. And that's how you create your steps. And if you're on a keyboard as well, you can also use U and J to raise and lower. You can do ramps. If you want to do ramps, just lower it a little bit. If I click that in, well, it's not actually done it. Let me just click off that. Start another path. Just do a couple of U, or we'll just do one U. Place that in, and if we come back and have a look at that, that has put kind of, you get the idea. It's kind of put a bit of a ramp in, hasn't it? So so that's how you do your ramps as well. Okay, so I don't think we're not fully on the floor here, are we? That's the problem. So let's get down to the floor level. No, it doesn't want to go anywhere. It just seemed a little bit finicky at the moment, this, I have to say. It's it still want us to be doing that. This is have we got something working high? Let's get that off. Right, let's try raising that now. There we go, that's what I was wanting. And there is your ramp plug. So there you go. So yeah, I mean, I'm rushing through it a little bit, so I didn't want to make the video too long. I'm just kind of giving you ideas basically on how you can go about things. So that's how to get your ramps up. What you can also do is if you build an area, let's build an area in freeform. So let's get curved lines on for this. So we can bring it round like so, keep it going, and it can meet back up to there. So we've done that, and then what we can do is we can go to the stamp tool and we can choose terrain style ground, and we can choose that one, say. Let's get above, and we can line that up, get it bang in the middle. I'm just doing that by eye. Oops, oh, merge setting disabled. Well, yes, that's something else I wanted to mention to you actually. Where's merge? There we go. It's not done it, has it? Let's go up to there. And there we go. And that puts a different colour on, or whatever you want to call it, onto your circle there. So there was a way of actually, I think is it on delete? Might be on delete. There we go. So that's what I was looking for earlier. If we click that, that deletes it, and you've now got the grass underneath it as well. So you could perhaps, if we zoom down, you could perhaps go ahead and put some sort of fountain in the middle of there. If we look at scenery items, let's just choose something very, very quickly. Don't want special effects. Let's get that. You can just shove something like that in the middle like that. So it just makes it look a little bit fancy if you're building a kind of plaza or something like that. So anyway, back to paths. I think we've probably just about done, to be honest. Let's just get back in there. I was going to show you merge as well properly, because that's a little bit confusing as well. So you've got this merge button down here. Now let me just turn that off. I'm just going to draw a couple of standard paths. And we're going to do the other one slightly different style. We'll do it that. So remember, merge is off. So you can take that path over there, but what will happen is the first path will break up the second path. If you put merge on, then it makes it do it the other way around. So you can take that path over there, click, and this time it's actually taken the whole path over the old path. So merge off, your second path is broken up by the first path, and merge on, then your first path is broken up by the second path, effectively. And that's how that works. I'm just thinking if there's anything else to show you, really. I think we've been through most of the things, to be honest. We did all them. We've done the rounding of the corners, we've done the brush, we've done the edit tool. Queues, as I said, queues work basically the same as the others, but they're obviously queue paths. You've got staff paths, which again basically work the same as the others. You just won't have the bins and things like that on the staff paths. You can put benches down as well, by the way. I've got these bins lined up here, but if we go back to customize, not that one, it's not that one, where was it? Up here, wasn't it? So if we go to I think we're on the wrong path, aren't we? And we did have some, yes, there we go, some benches. So you can actually draw a path and it'll actually put some benches on it for you, which is quite neat as well. And again, you can have those laid out exactly how you like them. So yeah, I think that's about it, guys, to be honest. We can delete with the delete brush. You can just go along and click like that as well, You've also got this tool, which is quite handy. So again, you can choose a shape, and if I put that shape in there, I can spin it around with Z just a little bit, just make it a little bit neater, and take it to about there. Click, and it's basically taken out that shape, which is another handy tool. So I think this path editing suite is really good. I think it's really good. It takes a little time to get around it, and I'm still getting to grips with it myself, but I think it's really good. And yeah, really enjoying it. Remember, if you just want to delete everything, just come off there, go to your multi-select, check that one. You can do things individually. So if I zoom in, you can just select that one, and then you can click where we can confirm selection and click delete, and it'll just click delete that bit. You can just click on things and press delete as well, which is another option. But yeah, if you click that selection there, zoom out a bit, and if we zoom out far enough, if we can we get everything in? Should be able to get everything in there. Get everything in like that, and confirm selection, press delete, and it's all gone. And that is it, guys and gals. So, hope you've enjoyed that. As I said, please give the video a big thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. If you found it useful, please comment. Please chuck anything down you like, whether you've liked the video, whether you haven't, for any reason. Any hints and tips for myself and other players. And, you know, thank you very much for watching. And please subscribe to the channel for more content. And we will see you soon. So, take care. Bye for now.